Thank you. So, very good evening, everyone. I am Toastmaster Arshita, Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. And before starting, I'd like to start with a quote that you don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. And this meeting is also a step towards learning and growth. I'll start by mentioning our club mission. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication, leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now, the general directions for online session. Ensure that you are logged in with your correct name. It will help us to identify you easily. All the guests are requested to prefix guest before their name. It can be done by clicking the participants tab to rename yourself. Know when your camera is on and avoid doing any activity that may distract the speaker. Fourth, please mute your microphone when other speakers are speaking to avoid background noises from interrupting the meeting. Fifth, avoid interjecting the speaker when he or she is delivering a speech, evaluation, or report. Sixth, refrain from speaking about religion, sex, and politics in a derogatory manner. Seven, avoid conversation and chat publicly when someone is already speaking, as it may distract the speaker. And at the end of every segment, please cast your ballot when the host displays the poll on the screen. With this, I'd like to move towards our meeting and would like to invite our presiding officer for today's meeting. And the presiding officer for today is a person who is a market research professional with a decade of experience, also founded QMR Solutions and English platform Be Better. He's a career counseling coach and avid Toastmaster, serving as immediate past division director of District 124. Uh, he's also passionate about public speaking. He believes in empowering communities through knowledge sharing. And he's none other than our own Toastmaster Shobhit Singhal. Toastmaster Shobhit Singhal, uh, I welcome you on stage. I request everyone to please give him a huge round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rachita. Really appreciate the introduction and the zeal with which we started the meeting. I welcome you all to this meeting, which is a joint effort between the two clubs of the region. It is Toastmaster Club of Lucknow and Prayagraj Toastmasters Club. Just to give a background of those who are relatively new or don't understand this collaboration, is because Toastmaster Club of Lucknow has been an age-old club in the region, run ably by members like Archita. Prayagraj Toastmasters Club used to be an offline club. We recently moved to the online mode because of certain shifts in the venue availability and other such problems. So we would like to express our gratitude. Me being from Prayagraj Toastmasters Club, would like to express our gratitude to TM Toastmaster Club of Lucknow for being our buddy and trying for both of us to take this forward online. Coming to the meeting today, I think we have been able to gather quite a few people, which is a good thing to start with. Sunday evening time, probably the time when it's starting to get relatively cooler part of the day. The heat has just started receding. Yet I can see there are people who have moved around, a special mention to the 4 people who are joining us from one central venue. So the good part is that it's kind of a hybrid meeting for some of us here in Prayagraj. We are still used to catching up with people and being together. So that legacy is being carried forward. So we have Toastmaster Akansha, Toastmaster S.C. Verma sir, Toastmaster Maya Bajpai, and Toastmaster Sudhanshu, who will be our team out for today, joining in together from single place. So a big round of applause to all of them for making that travel from point A to point B in this heat as well. We also have somebody who is supposedly, as I've gotten to know, is attending the first meeting as the member of the club, a paid member of the club, an official member of the club. So I would like to call on stage Toastmaster Kushagra and tell us finally, after becoming the official member, if this is the first meeting you are attending, what is the expectation like and how you're feeling right now? And also, I'd like to ask the tech master to keep on highlighting or spotlighting the people who are getting the stage. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Tushar.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shobit. So it is indeed my first meeting after becoming a member here, and I'm quite enthusiastic. How vivid and how a variety of members currently we are having, and this gives me a kind of a positive energy that we could, let's say, have a different experience and different walks of life, and this experience would definitely help me in not only improving my public communication skills but also getting more experiences, how you could be let's say gather more experience. So very positively looking forward for the meetings ahead, and it's good to see have happy faces all around.
Great. Thank you so much. Yes, that is the idea and the expectation from any Toastmasters meeting. Some happy faces, some people yearning to learn and grow together. So yeah, that's what we hope we'll be able to deliver as well. Also, I think we have a few guests as well as other Toastmasters from other clubs as well. I can see Toastmaster Tara Chand with us. He has been a frequent visitor to this online meeting, yet I'd like to hand over the stage to him for a quick couple of words about what brings him to our meeting today. So Toastmaster Tarachand, if you would like to speak up. Somebody can help him.
I'm actually bedridden. I'm actually on bed for the last few months. So I'm lying down and speaking. Hope you
That's
accept.
totally fine.
I'm the Kulwang Toastmasters Club, District 102, Malaysia.
Perfect. Great, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And we welcome you here, sir. Great, thank you. Okay. I also have Mr. Gaurav Babu. Sir, are you a guest for the Toastmaster?
I'm a Toastmasters from the Cabby's Toastmasters Club, Bangalore. So this is my first time here at the Lucknow Toastmasters Club, and I'm excited to see how it goes. And I'm giving my speech as well here. So for that, I'm excited.
Very nice. And we wish you all the best. Thank you so much for joining in today. Great. So without further ado, if there are no more guests or other Toastmasters visiting, I would like to now hand over the stage to somebody who has recently graduated as an official medical practitioner. He's become a certified doctor recently. He has been a friendly name in the circles of this area. He's somebody who would love to travel around. He's somebody who would like to, visit different clubs and be there whenever called upon. So I welcome you on stage as the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sudhanshu. The stage is all yours. Thank you so much.
You are on mute, Toastmaster Sudhanshu.
Sudhanshu, if you could unmute yourself. You're on mute right now.
Now you can talk now. Sorry, it was me.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shobit, for such a wonderful introduction. It was really pleasant for me as well, joining Toastmasters meeting after quite a long time, and taking up on a team is again enjoying for me as well. So it's a joint meeting, and I welcome all the members of both the clubs. So the theme that it randomly come to me that most of the themes that are there are mostly centered around the life only. So this is the theme that was about the steps which are relevant in each and every section of our life. So the steps which are there, they are definitely there are many steps that are there if we have to reach to a place. It is not like a like a one go from one point to another point. It's not like jumping, it's not like leap. So it is written that the journey is made of steps and not the leaps. So I would just like to know from you, your perspective, all of your perspective, that what do you think is the step that you took was quite drastic changing for yourself. That is small step only. It is not about the big step or any kind of leaps, but the small steps that you think that can be important or relevant in your section of life. So I would like to know from some of the members. Anyone can share their experiences, like any step, like they feel, which could be even small or anything, but it was the point which pushed them on, and it led you believe that even though the things are not being shown right now, but after I took that one step, the amount of clarity, or even I got to experience that yes, it's achievable, or yes, I can do it. Anything, whatever. If you'd like to share.
Toastmaster Sudhanshu, I'll request you just take the names. I know it is like putting people in spot, but because 4 people are sitting here, so I'm just trying to avoid the clash. If you can just, if everybody is okay, can it be the TMOD selecting who is on the spot?
I would like all of you could volunteer. If not, I would be selecting nonetheless. Okay, no worries. You can come up with your ideas later on. Just think upon it. Meanwhile, I would also be telling what all Toastmasters meeting is. Since I don't think any of the guest is there. We all know that it is comprising of the three things, which are the prepared speeches and the table topics session and the evaluation session. Even the table topic session we start on the icebreaker speech from where we start. It was the first step that we took on, and from there on we gradually evolved into many steps. So I think steps are there even in the Toastmasters. That first evaluation, that first icebreaker speech. Okay, I would like to know why the name icebreaker speech. If anyone would like to tell why the name icebreaker speech, from where it is derived. Anyone, please, if you know, do tell, do share.
I'll give it a try.
Sure, Toastmaster Kanisha.
Um, it is, I think it is connected to the olden times when you have a thick block of ice. It's basically cold and hard, and you cannot see through it. You cannot feel the warmth that is there in the nature. So once you break that ice, you are opening up your horizons. You are actually looking at a lot of things, and that is where I feel this idiom has come from, breaking the ice, where you are getting exposed to the wider world and getting introduced to leave your shyness and move ahead and become more proficient with people, with network, with speaking and everything.
You're quite relevant with the meaning, but the origin was a little bit different, which was there. The origin was actually based on the ship. It was called the icebreaker vessel. So actually it was used to navigate through those difficult paths. The first breaking of the ice, it was the difficult one. After that, it was familiar. Like a person is there. If he is there in the unknown surrounding, first times he feels uncomfortable. But after that introduction, after he gives that speech, he feels a bit of that comfortable in that environment. So actually, you are right in the meaning, but it was from the ship that actually the meaning came on. So even in the Toastmasters, the steps are quite relevant. Our pathways, it consists of steps. So even our speeches and everything. So I would like to continue with introducing our our agenda for the meeting. So first of all, I would like to call a person who has got a lot of
Toastmaster Sudhanshu, do we
Yes.
have a word for the day or a phrase for the day? The grammarian needs to give it.
yeah, the grammarian needs to do with the phrase of it. So I would like to introduce a person who has got a lot of experience with the words and the kind of charisma he has while speaking is really remarkable. He is an advocate. He is still practice it at such an age, and he's really a kid by heart, really loves to talk to people. So without any further ado, I would like to welcome our beloved Toastmaster S.C. Verma sir for introducing the rules of our tag team and also of the listener which is there today.
Do you remember?
The role of the listener is there, sir, today. Otherwise, I will be elaborating upon that. So please welcome Toastmaster S.C. Verma sir.
Welcome.
This is on. You can speak.
Good afternoon, everybody. Toastmasters, guests, welcome to this joint meeting. I've been given a tremendous task. Word of the day I have to give?
No.
Oh. What I have to
You
do?
want him to do the essay part? What do you want him to do? It was not defined.
You have to just call out.
So,
Okay.
Akansha, just refer to the WhatsApp group and help introduce the tag team, the timer, our counter, and the grammarian.
Just explain your role, then I will be introducing.
Oh, you are the general evaluator.
Just you are the
Yeah.
general.
Yes.
Just explain your role.
I've been assigned the role of general evaluator. General evaluator is not a critic. We evaluate what is spoken and how it can be improved. So I'll give you at the end of speeches my own views, my own perceptions about whatever the meeting, whatever it comes in the meeting, and how the Toastmasters or guests or the speakers perform. That will be my duty. Be precise about 2 or 3 things. Keep yourself within time. That will be the first requirement. If you are crossed the limit, if you have crossed the limits of time, certainly you are disqualified. So don't be that. As an evaluator, I won't disqualify you. That will be the job of the timer. But then I tell you, be within your limits of time. Number one. Secondly, try to begin the speech with some introduction, go to the top, let it rise, and then come down and close it so that the graph is complete and the speech is impressive. And others, those who are listening it, they have something to take away from that speech. That will be, I suppose, the speech. And then all of you are good speakers, I believe. And after we have finished, I'll give my general
Daddy,
evaluation.
you have to call the tag team, timer Archita to
Yes.
introduce.
I'll call the tech team. I have been guided by so many persons, my daughter in particular.
So timer is
Timer.
Toastmaster Archita. Let her come and introduce.
Toastmaster Archita. You will work as time.
So can you come and introduce yourself?
Do you hear me? Toastmaster Archita,
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
please come over and explain your role.
Thank you so much for inviting me on the stage. Hello, good evening, everyone. I am the typer for today's meeting, and I am keeping the count of time for all the 3 segments, which is going to happen in our today's meeting. So first of all, the first one, which is prepared speeches, the timing will be 5 to 7 minutes. After 5 minutes, I'll show the green card like this. After 6 minutes, a yellow card like this. And then after 7 minutes, I'll show the red card. Similarly, in the table topics, I'll show the green card after 1 minute, yellow card after 1 minute 30 seconds, and the red card after 2 minutes. And for the evaluations, I will show the green card after 2 minutes, and I'll show the yellow card 2 minute 30 seconds, and after 3 minutes, I'll show the red card. And the speakers will also get a 30 seconds of grace period. And I'll present my report at the end of the meeting when called upon by the general evaluator, sir. Till then, back to you and everyone. Please enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Archita. You have explained your role very well. Now, the next one, grammarian.
Toastmaster Kush.
I will say Toastmaster Kush. Toastmaster Kush, do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sivama sir. So, first of all, hello, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Toastmaster Kushagra. Today, I would be taking a role of grammarian, and as grammarian, my responsibilities are twofolds. Firstly, to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language uses, and take note of any misuses of the English language. As well, I will also mention any outstanding words, quotes, or sayings or thoughts. Secondly, as grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. So I would present my screen and introduce the word of the day today. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, the word of the day today is ubiquitous. It means present, appearing, or found everywhere. So, for example, smartphones have become ubiquitous in today's society, with almost everyone carrying one. Apart from the word of the day, I would also like to introduce phrase of the day. The phrase of the day also relates to my journey with Toastmasters, since I would be presenting the topic first time. So the phrase of the day is, if at first you don't succeed, then skydiving definitely isn't for you. And with this, I would like to say that each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. I would also post it in our chat box, and I will give a word of the day report and grammatical uses report when called upon during the meeting. Thank you, S.C. Verma sir, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kush. You have so well explained the role of grammarian. And actually, your explanation is a guidance to speakers as to what they should do to excel themselves. And this is such a nicely presented grammarian's role. Thank you, Toastmaster Kush. Now,
There's a
there's a role for active listener, Toastmaster Nikhil. Toastmaster Nikhil, you hear me?
Hello.
Toastmaster Nikhil?
yes.
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I can.
Toastmaster
Uh,
Nikhil will be our listener.
He'll explain the role.
He will explain the role, but I tell you, he is not hard of hearing. So be careful to speak precisely and correctly. Toastmaster Nikhil.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and all the guests present in the meeting. So today I've been given the role of active listener, and my job basically will be to catch you if you tend to zone out or daydream about your about your plans, how you could have used your Sunday instead of being in this meeting. So throughout the session, I'll be quietly taking notes on speeches, evaluations, and all that is being said during the meeting. And at the end, I'll ask you some surprise questions to see who was truly paying attention and who was just pretending that they are listening. So I suggest you listen carefully and be geared up for the questions that I'll be putting in front of you. And the questions could come from anywhere. They could be from speeches, from table topics, or even from some good evening notes from any of the members. So stay alert and let's have fun and stay on our toes during this meeting. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nikhil. You have explained very well your role. The speakers are warned that they should be careful, that they are being watched and heard so closely that a single mistake, it can't go unnoticed. So be careful. Thank you, Toastmaster Nikhil. And now I hand over.
No, the R counter.
Oh, who will take our counter?
The name is not clear in the message. Oh, Suraj, Toastmaster Suraj.
Toastmaster Suraj. Toastmaster Suraj. Sorry, I didn't get your name earlier on my phone, but anyway, now it is there. Toastmaster Suraj, you are the AHA counter. I invite you to take this role seriously, but don't say yourself and see that who is using such words or fillers.
Let him introduce.
So, first introduce yourself and then please explain the role of AHA counter. Toastmaster Suraj.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Today, I'm going to take the role of counter. My job will be to keep track of all of your uses of extra words, or we can say crutch words, like uh, um, uh, apart from that, I will also looking forward to noticing the words which you will be repeating while speaking. So I will also keep track of those numbers, and at the end of the meeting, when general evaluator will call me, then I will report. I will come upon with my report back to general evaluator.
So well done. Thank you, Toastmaster Suraj. Well done, well spoken. And you have to be not only a listener like Toastmaster Nikhil, but you have to be an active listener and an ardent listener so that you can notice the small fillers that come here and there. That will be your job. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Suraj. With this, I think my job is over. I hand over the now into Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Dr. Sudhanshu Singh.
Thank you, sir, for explaining all the roles clearly, and thank you all the role players for briefing your roles so well. So I was talking about the steps. So even from the start, when we are born, we take a little step. We take a little step in running, first starting with the walking. It starts with crawling, creeping, and then we get on our legs. Similarly, the journey of riding a bicycle, it all started with we just sat on a cycle, fell so many times initially, and then a stage comes where we become better at running the cycle. So it all comes with that single steps. If we have never stepped onto a car, it is never there we can learn that car. It is only after stepping is there we can learn anything. So with this thought in mind, and also if anyone had come with that anything that is step, they are welcome to share it. I will be reiterating it in the meetings. I would like people's experiences also so that they can share it and we all can benefit. If not, I will be briefing the rules of the meeting. Anyone?
Maybe I would take an example. So this example of riding a bicycle, it's very pertinent to me because I'm teaching my daughter for riding a bicycle, and I can tell you that in my mind it was always made somewhere that I can ride a bicycle within few hours, but it's not like that. In reality, it is different. In reality, that there are multiple steps involved in it. That you need to first make your daughter sit on the bicycle, make them to have the control, make them to have the navigation, make them to have this pedal control, and then also it's important to look at different steps. So which I thought in whole can be conquered in 1 or 2 hours, but in reality I fully agree with this story that journey of riding a bicycle also comes with a small number of steps, and I'm on these steps right now.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tushar, for sharing such a realistic example and for really letting us know the importance of steps. So, I was talking about the prepared speeches also. So the prepared speeches was also a journey of so many steps that we have taken. And it's another step for our speaker today, Toastmaster Gaurav, who will be evaluated by Toastmaster Jatin Khilnani, who is also a very well-known Toastmaster. I have seen in so many meetings for now. And I would like to welcome Toastmaster Jatin for introducing Speaker Toastmaster Gaurav.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you so much. So, as we already know, the speaker for today is Toastmaster Gaurav Babu. He already has mentioned that he's from the Cabby's Toastmasters Club and visiting this joint meeting for the very first time. A brief introduction for Gaurav, as provided to me, is that he is a design engineer based in Bangalore, who's actually utilized his undergraduate degree in mechanical engineering, unlike me, because he went on to do a postgraduate degree in tool engineering. He's passionate about gaming, bike rides, sketching, public speaking, and leadership, and which is why he's he's joined the Toastmasters Club. For his speech today, Gaurav is attempting project number 2 from his path of presentation mastery at level 2. The project is about effective body language, where the purpose of this project is for Gaurav to deliver a speech with awareness of intentional and unintentional body language, as well as to learn, practice, and refine how nonverbal communication can be utilized when delivering a speech. The speech has to be well organized and has to have in movements that enhance the speech. It may be humorous or informational or any of the style that Gaurav chooses, and we'll soon find out about that. Timer, please note the timing for the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best to Gaurav. Can we quickly do a audio video check for you? If you can speak, Gaurav.
Yeah, I'm within the frame, right?
Yeah. Okay. You're clearly audible. Yeah. So I'll invite Gaurav to the stage now. Gaurav Babu, the loyal friend, Gaurav Babu.
Quick raise of hands. Who had a pet as your best friend? Quick raise. Anyone? Yes, I see you, Akanksha Verma. What was the pet and why?
It was a pair of white rabbits.
Okay, amazing.
The energy and the fun that they brought me as a kid was amazing. So
that's amazing. Let me take you guys to my story. It was 4th standard and I was back from school. That's when I saw a small peach dog. It was really thin as a stick. It was looking at the closed door of our house and it was wagging its tail profusely. I was confused as to what was happening. That's when my mom opened the door and stepped out with a bowl of milk. And she said, "Look at this poor thing. She has had her puppies in our neighbor's house and look how skinny she is." I was super excited to see a dog within our compound because my mom did not let me or my brother have a dog of our own. Anyways, I ran to the neighboring house. I saw 4 cute little puppies struggling to open their eyes. Anyways, that became my friends and my play spot from the next day onwards. The dog out of nowhere, we named it Rita. Anywhere we went, we shouted her name, Rita, 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 Rita. And she used to run to us like she was going to miss her flight. And also, the whole area came to know about Rita. So people around started shouting her name again, Rita, Rita, Rita. And she used to run to every single house to be fed like a baby. Anyways, from being a broomstick, she became a ball of fur in no time. Rita was just not a ball of fur. She was an amazing partner as well. I remember me and my grandfather had been to this Reliance market back when I was in 5th standard, and she just kept following us. We were shopping for about 30 minutes, and she was at the entrance for the whole time. As we were going out of the market. There were 2 entities which were super excited looking at us leave the Reliance market. So it was one, Rita. She was wagging her tail profusely as she just wanted us to leave. And then it was the security guard. He said, "Sir, we have been trying to shoo this dog away for so long and she's so stubborn." Me and my grandfather had a hearty laugh while we were leaving, and Rita was just leading us. And she kept on looking back just to make sure we were following us. And she was also trying to boast the fact that she knows the way back home. Rita, a ball of fur, a friend, not just that, she was also a fearsome warrior as well, just like Hercules the Great. I remember in my 5th standard, I was coming back from my yoga class. I was cycling. Out of nowhere, there's this huge, tall dog, white dog, which started chasing me. I started pedaling faster and faster, but it kept up with me. Out of nowhere, Rita jumped in the front and she defended me. She fought like the Hercules the Great, and I was amazed. That day, me and my friends, a group of 8, had a round table conference. This was a serious discussion. They also acknowledged that this dog, we named it the bulldog because it looked like a bull. Anyways, the bulldog and its pack was creating a ruckus in the society. So we decided we have to do something about this, and we were gonna do something. We were going on a war. Yes, you heard me right. We were going on a war. The day was there, the day of war. Our strategist was no less than that shown in the movie Bahubali. So we had all kinds of weapons, different kinds of rocks, small ones, huge ones, different shapes of rocks, different kind of sticks, long ones, short ones, thick ones, and then we also had catapults all set and ready. It was time. We were on the battlefield. Rita looked around, and guess what? She marched backward. We were just no fearless. So we thought, okay, we were not going to give up. So we just marched. We marched with all the weapons. We started owling. We started screaming. And those pack of dogs, along with the bulldog, started owling as well. Anyways, they started chasing us all of a sudden. We had nothing to do. We had all those plans set, but that wasn't working out anyways. All my friends and me, we started running in all the direction. One ran to the left, one to the right. The shortest guy rolled under a car. I ran to the nearest house, jumped over a compound, and I climbed up the stairs. And then I slowly peeked down to see what was going on. That's when I realized the gate was wide open and the bulldog was staring right into my eyes. But guess what? That the bulldog gives me a pity look and just walks away like nothing happened. Me and my friends, anyways, somehow managed to gather at our house, and we had another round table conference. And there she was, Rita again. She was acting like nothing happened. She just came around, sniffed all of us to make sure we were all right, and there she was. Rita that day might not have been the Hercules the Great, but Rita, she did teach us what a loyal companionship is like. During every Ganesha Chaturthi, me and my friends placed the Ganesha idol at our locality road, and she used to be decorated as much as we were. She had all kinds of tilaks, she had all kinds of colorful garlands around, and she was just a part of us. So, Rita, a loyal friend, she was someone who taught us what it is like to be a loyal person, what it is like to be a person in a group. Even if she was a dog, she knew how to be a part. Guess what? In our locality, we do have all kinds of animals, right? We do have mainly dogs, we do have cats. But guess what? They're just not animals, they are loyal friends as well. All we have to do is just feed them something, and they'll be the greatest friends for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gaurav, for such a wonderful speech, for telling about your how loyal a pet, an animal can be there. Even we many a times don't take care of these animals, but they are so loyal to us. So thank you for sharing that story with us. So I was talking about the steps we take. So many times the steps that we take, we know what is the step, what can happen after that step, but many times it is there, we don't actually have an idea, or we are actually clueless about the steps. So something that is also there in Toastmasters as well. Prepared speeches is something we already have an idea about what we have to speak upon thing. But there is table topic session in which we are not much acquainted with what we have to speak. We actually have to think upon our feet and come up with the ideas, and then generate our speech then and there only. So are these steps not important? These steps are very important because they allow you to take the risk to have that experience of learning and train yourself into get a new perspective. So that is equally important. So before the Toastmasters, before the table topic session, I would like to just share this a story of a Chinese bamboo tree, which all we must have heard it. That bamboo tree actually in the first 5 years, if we keep watering it has just a very small growth. Actually, what happens, it penetrates deeper into the root, into the ground. So its root are what which are evolving. So it gets stronger, though it is not visible. So we keep watering it. But after that 5 years, what happens when it has fully developed itself into the ground? So the steps, that is, if we keep watering it, that ultimately yields in the next 6 weeks. It grows much higher. I don't know the exact height, but it grows very longer. We all must have seen those bamboo trees. So that's the importance of the steps. If you keep pushing yourself, you will definitely see the yield. Not now, but uh, at a specific point you will. So with that, I would like to introduce someone who is a, a, a very good friend, who is a very good person when it comes to having that catch with the words, having that explaining the things with lots of different activities in our club also, always coming up with the new ideas and always making the persons around at ease. She is into into technology. She balances her job very well at the same time and takes care of her father family so well at the same time, and also managing the trips here and there. So I would like to welcome our beloved Toastmaster Akansha Verma for explaining the role of table topics and having enjoying those unseen steps.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudhanshu. So let's take a step towards being more prompt or being more impromptu in our speaking. Being your table topic master today, I have 15 topics that I have selected, and I see some 12 people today in the room, or 13 people, including me. So 12 topics, and I think we will be good with that. Table topics will take, every speaker who will be called will take 2 minutes. And I think timer already explained, but after 1 minute, there's a yellow card shown, and after 1 minute, 30 seconds, it's a, sorry, after 1 minute, it's a green card, 1 minute, 30 seconds, it's a yellow, and then at 2 minutes, it's a red card that remains there. So if you exceed over 2 minutes, 30 seconds, you disqualify. Today's topic are about how life decides to play a little sarcasm on all of us. It's fun, but when we go through it, it's difficult as well. So let's try to go on a journey where I'll bring in topics which are a little different, twisted topics than the usual. And whatever come to your mind is something will be interesting to hear for everyone. So with that, I would like to call on stage my first speaker. And maybe I can start with the room and then go into the Zoom so that people will also get an idea of what type of topic it is. And I will take the one who has been giving us table topics day in, day out for so many meetings up till now. I'll call on stage Toastmaster Maya Bajpayee. Toastmaster Maya Bajpayee, can you select a number between 1 to 15? 7. Toastmaster Maya Bajpayee, if your life had a background soundtrack, what song would it be playing right now? Oh dear. If your life had a background soundtrack, what sound would it be playing right now? Toastmaster Maya. Sound. Sound, song, it can be anything. Hear and talk so that people can see you.
Yeah. If
If your life had a background sound or a song, what would it be playing right now?
Okay. Life, of course, as you know, and Toastmaster Sudhanshu has made us particularly aware that we move one step at a time. And it is written that a journey of 1,000 steps, 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Ever since I was a child, I was very fond of dancing. And till now, I have been dancing. And so, right from a young age, it was the sound of ghungroos. Whenever there was a function in school, in my music school, I was always ready and I had to take part. For the simple reason that the sound of ghungroos on my ankles, they released a kind of spirit, a kind of inspiration. And even now, as far as the songs are concerned, I don't know if any Western songs use ghungroos, but a lot of Indian ones do. And you also are familiar with a lot of songs which are set to dance. But anyway, I guess when you are fond of dancing, then you can dance to anything. Whether it's an Indian song or a Western song, you tie the ghungroos and you're at it. So that is what I believe my favorite sound is. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Maya. Ghungroos definitely, a lot of us can relate if we are into a little bit of classical dance or even on the stage in our schools. So beautifully narrated story, we can relate to our personal childhood days as well. And with that, I would move to somebody from the room. Tarachar. Yeah.
Kumar.
Oh, sorry, Toastmaster Kumar. Can I give you the topic?
Yes.
Can you choose a number between 1 to 15 except 7?
I'll take 1.
1. Okay. Toastmaster Kumar, if animals could talk, which one would be the most sarcastic and why? If animals could talk, which one be the most sarcastic and why? Toastmaster Kumar.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. Talking of animals can talk. If I can talk to animals, I'll make them calm. I'll make them follow me. And I'll make sure they are not sarcastic at all. I would choose either an elephant or a monkey. Both denotes my prayer. Hanuman for once. So if he can talk, I can talk, then the world is mine. I see no reason why I should join Toastmasters. That when Hanuman is with me, everything can happen. But not to forget, it was he who guided me to Toastmasters. So I will have to thank him for the good he has done, and I know he will be protecting me from all the evils and won't allow me to be evil either. I would like, talking of Hanuman, but talking of elephant on the other hand, strong and big, he will be a good protector. I believe they won't be sarcastic to me as far as I'm concerned. They will respect me as much as I respect them. So, to speak on it, these are the animals I would like to talk with and make sure that they are there and help me throughout my life, including throughout Toastmasters. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kumar. I think it is beautifully, I'll say, curated together where you bring in your belief, your own beliefs and what helps you, the all God Almighty, and translate it into how the animal spirit is still going into it. And they will not be sarcastic to you. They will be respectful as you are. So great. Thank you for sharing that. We will move on to the next person. And I think I will go around the room. Anybody who would like to raise the hand and volunteer? And I'll encourage the use of the day of the word and the phrase of the word, though I have not used it up till now, but I'll say whatever topic you are getting, just let it be ambiguous to start with. Okay, Toastmaster Nikhil. Toastmaster Nikhil, are you ready for the topic? You are still on mute. Nihal, sorry. Toastmaster Nihal. Wrong name.
Hi.
Sorry.
I thought someone else.
Yeah. So, Toastmaster Nihal, choose a number between 1 to 15 except 1 and 7.
3.
3. Okay. Toastmaster Kushagra, I've taken a note. You will be the next one in line. Okay. Toastmaster Nihal. Oh, I can't see you now. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm there. I'm listening to you.
Oh, now. Okay, sorry. Toastmaster Nihal, if life came with a rewind or pause button, which one would you overuse? If life came with a rewind or pause button, which one will you overuse, Toastmaster Nihal?
Thank you, Table Topics Master, for the talk. When life came rewind, in the childhood, I was never worried about my health. I used to play a lot of games. I used to play kabaddi, cricket, and many things. During COVID, what happened was everyone in my family became sick and we were not able to help each other. And at that time, my dad helped each and every one of us. At that time, I came to know that, health is very much important to us. And since then, I started eating good food, healthy food, and I have differentiated the food into protein, fiber, and carbohydrates, what to take, what not to take. So if I get a chance to rewind, I will be very healthy, like I was in childhood. There are no worries at all, not thinking about much, just be like kid. That's it. Over to you, Table Master.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nihal. And yeah, eating is a healthy habit. Probably you would be rewinding it again and again and trying to be as healthy as you were in your childhood. So beautifully narrated. Thank you so much. I think the next Toastmaster I'm going to pick is our grammarian for the day, Toastmaster Kushagra. So while Toastmaster Kushagra is speaking, can I request Toastmaster Maya to be the grammarian for Toastmaster Kushagra, just for the table topics? Okay. Toastmaster Kushagra, any number between 1 to 15 except 1, 3, and 7.
Then I'm going to take number 8.
Number 8. Your lucky number for the day. All right. Toastmaster Kushagra. You wake up one day and everyone now speaks only in puns. How would you survive? You wake up one day and everyone now speaks in puns. How would you survive, Toastmaster Kushagra? You want to
Thank you
change
so
it?
much, Toastmaster. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Akansha, for giving me this topic. If you wake up one day and everybody is speaking in puns, uh, we have seen nowadays that that pun is the most accepted language across the digital world, and as we are growing with different dimensions, this is being often being used. And if I, let's say, if I wake up one day and if I see that puns is being used, what I would feel that that not everyone would be so comfortable in speaking with puns. So the language that we have with from the history, it has given a lot of diversification to us. So the puns from me cannot give the variety of depth that language gives. So for me, it's very important that the language should be the one that is acceptable to everyone, not the few selected ones. And if I have to give an example of mine, is my wife is is using a lot of puns. But the problem is many times I'm not able to understand her clearly. So for me, it's very important that puns should be used additionally to your language of speaking. But if we are dependent upon puns, I think there will be a lot of barriers on communication. There will be a lot of misinterpretations, and we won't be, let's say, on the same level of understanding on many situations, especially in husband and wife. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kushagra. I think that was good
Great.
humor. And if I can use the pun, I think it killed us all, just for the sake of fun. Okay, so that was humorously narrated, and puns are something which can have two meanings, and that's where it can confuse the people. And I think you added a great depth by saying language in itself has a lot of diversification, and pun only cannot actually satisfy the communication need that society has today. And that was a nice bit between how the couples use pun, and it's very difficult to understand each other. So thank you for that. With that, we move to the next speaker. Probably I'll take one more from the Zoom and then go into the room. So who is the next person who would like to go ahead and take the topic? Any volunteers? Toastmaster Gaurav.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Gaurav, please choose a number between 1 to 15, except 1, 3, 7, and 8.
4.
4. Okay. Toastmaster Gaurav, what would happen if humans had a low battery warning? How would you recharge? What would happen if humans had a low battery warning? How would you recharge, Toastmaster Gaurav? Yes, please, Toastmaster Gaurav.
Okay, living in Bangalore is, traveling through the traffic of Bangalore is like draining your battery. Bangalore's have the horrible, traffic. It's likewise in your city, I believe. So how do I recharge if I know that the battery is gone? I listen to songs. I go out for gym, even though the battery is down. I try to make sure I go to the gym because it's just not about lifting weights. It's just the peace of mind you get over there. And if I could recharge in a different sense, I wouldn't travel at all. I would stick being at home. So staying in Bangalore, I feel that is one thing. one part of losing out your battery, draining your battery. So I know every single time I am traveling, I know my battery is down. But still, sometimes I wish going out on bikes. That's only during long drives with my friends. That's the best part. Even though you're driving, you know you're recharging. It's just the silence you have in your helmet, or once you get off, it's the peaceful nature you see around. Or you go to a waterfall place, you go with your bike there, and it's just amazing. It takes you to a whole another level. So that is about it. I feel recharging myself would be get out of Bangalore first, have a time for yourself. That is recharge. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gaurav. And believe me, I know Bangalore well. But I was thinking you will go ahead and talk about, probably you will give us an AI agent to recharge the batteries. Thank you. You didn't say that. We are hearing a lot in the office about that. So I really liked it that you related it to a lot of things. You related it to a lot of motivational factors, like simple things like listening to the song or exercising or traveling, and how the everyday things of the life, like the traffic you are stuck in, can really make a human battery go down. So I think very relatable and nicely narrated. So thank you for that. And with that, I would move on to the next speaker. And probably, Toastmaster Verma, would you like to go ahead and take the next one? Okay. Can you choose a number between 1 to 15, except 1, 3, 4, 7, and 8?
5.
5. Okay. Toastmaster Verma?
Yes, ma'am.
If laughter is the best medicine, who the greatest doctor, I'm sorry, if laughter is the best medicine, who is the greatest doctor you know and why? If laughter is the best medicine, who is the greatest doctor you know and why? Toastmaster Verma.
Laughter is a medicine simply for the reason that it relaxes more number of your facial muscles than frowning. It gives you relaxation, relaxation of body, relaxation of mind, and relaxation of face. You know, face is the index of your heart. Eyes are the window to your brain. And that's how laughter becomes a medicine. It treats you well, and it is well known that a healthy body has a healthy mind, and vice versa is equally true. If you don't have a healthy mind, you won't have a healthy body. So it's the laughter that keeps you well, that keeps you well informed. Besides all this, this is a medicine for the reason it makes you introduce yourself to the people in society happily and bring happiness and smile over the faces which are sufferers and are less fortunate. Laughter that way is a medicine for everybody, for every occasion and every time. And, and all over that, it does not require a doctor, it does not require a prescription, it does not require a pharmacist, and it does not require you to be economically well off to get that medicine. So take this medicine, be happy, enjoy yourself, keep your mind fit, keep your fraternity fit, keep your companions fit, make everybody smile. And remember, if you bring happiness or a smile to a frowning face, there is nothing better that we can do in this world as against this. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Verma. I think you very beautifully defined that there are more muscles used in the face for frowning rather than smiling. So, very articulative, and I think we can relate to it. Yes, laughter is the best medicine and window to the heart, and a lot of good things that you said. So, thank you for that. With that, I'll move on to the next speaker, but I want to just confirm, are we going good on time for the meeting? Should this be the last one or should I continue with more? Toastmaster Suraj, I see your name, so I see your hand up, so I'll be calling you. But apart from that, should we be taking more
Should be
after
last.
Toastmaster Suraj, or this should be the last one? This is the 8th one we are taking.
Should be last. It's already 5, past 5.
So general evaluator, yeah.
Yeah. 8 or 9 is.
8. So
Yeah.
this will be the last one. I will be taking Toastmaster Suraj. I think your hand is up for this, right? Perfect. So Toastmaster Suraj, select a number between 1 to 15, except 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8.
1.
1 is taken.
Oh, sorry. Let's take 8.
8 is also taken. 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8. These are
Let's
taken.
go with 2. Sorry.
Two.
Let's go with 2.
Okay. All right. Ready, Toastmaster Suraj? Why is it that we press harder on a remote control when we know the batteries are dying? Toastmaster Suraj, why is it that we press harder on a remote control when we know the batteries are dying? Toastmaster Suraj.
How many of you have ever faced a situation where your battery of mobile is almost dying and you have to make some important calls? And you are like just doing something quickly and quickly. You are just trying to make calls and finishing your call immediately. It has happened with me several times. And that too, when I had earlier thought that I must charge the battery of my phone, otherwise I will have to face some problem. And that was my sixth sense, but I ignored my sixth sense. And later I faced the same situation. And it generally happens, but it doesn't happen when you are participating in a race, running, right? How many of you have ever participated in a race, running, 100 meter or 200 meter or even 600 meter? In that situation, I have felt that when you have almost to cover last few 100 meters, then your battery is already down, but that time you are not, you want to go faster and faster, but you will just feel like that, no, just going, you are not feeling like putting lots of energy. This has happened in race of the running with me, but this is what we all have been doing throughout our life. Can we develop a good level of patience in our life? Patience which will ultimately help us to normalize our hurriedness. That is very much important in our life. It's sometimes it's all okay if something just slips away. Sometimes we need to understand that it's all okay when we accept with whatever we have. Sometimes it's all okay to be satisfied with whatever we can just get in a small span of time. So sometimes we need to be just satisfied with what we have and let it go. Sometimes let it go. Letting go is most important part of the journey. Back to table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suraj. Though your audio was a little patchy, but I think I could catch the essence of it. So you spoke about a phone, although I was a little more 90s and talking about this remote control of a TV or something, but I think our phone work as remote. So I could totally relate to some of the things you said about having patience, about being impatient of finishing something because the battery is about to die, also about the consciousness of what you are doing and let go. That's very important. That's I think you finished it with a very high note. So thank you for that. And with that, we have our 8 topics completed, though I have topics in hand, but not the time. So I will let it go. And as the as the phrase of the day says, if at first you don't succeed, then skydiving is not for you. I think with Toastmasters table topic, it is not the case. But then I'll still go ahead and hand it over to TMOD of the day with reference to the time of the meeting. So Toastmaster Sudhanshu, over to you.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master. And it was really unique. You came with such ubiquitous sarcasms today in the meeting and let everyone think more than the lot. And so everyone would have that fear of uncertainty lessened down, and we will take more steps towards our speaking journey, towards our life in general. So I before the evaluations even is a step. The kind of feedback that we get, we take it in our next step, in our next speech. We try to implement it and we try to improvise upon our speech. So I would like to share few stories where people did take the steps, though they didn't succeed. But I would, rather than me telling the story, I would like you all to tell the stories of these persons and share it with everyone about the steps that they took and they succeeded and what was so unique about them. So anyone who knows this, everyone must be knowing it. So anyone who knows the story, if they would like to share, please come up.
I can take a jab if nobody else is. I know very little. I know the full form. I know what the business does. Anybody, if anybody else is taking, then
otherwise you can share. If anyone is not raising the Toastmaster Nikhil, yes, please.
I'm not, I don't know the whole story, but full form is obviously Kentucky Fried Chickens, and whatever I know is that this person, Colonel Harden Sanders, if my information is correct, used to sell chickens on. I mean, till very late age, he used to sell fried chickens on some hawkers or something, and very late in his life, around 60 or something, after facing a lot of setbacks, probably divorce and some businesses got shut down, and then he came up with this KFC company, and then we all know where it is now today. So just some broken fragmented information that I had.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nikhil. So I would just like to add on to it that he started it at the 65 years of age. That was one unique thing about him, and he had faced so many failures at times when he used to sell his recipe to many restaurants. So I don't know the exact number, but in many of the restaurants had ignored his recipes. Something about 100 or 200 something. One restaurant accepted the recipe, and from there on he developed his own chain of restaurant from 1 to 2. So he took the steps which started from 1, that was even 0.1, 0.2, where he just developed his recipe and he went on to develop his chain of restaurants in so many countries. So it all started with a single step, and his story tells us that it is not about the age, but it is about your willingness. That is way more important, because there is there is a very good thing: where there is a will, there is a way. And this person, anyone would like to take guesses? Who is he?
I think he's Edison, who has just done the bulb.
Yeah, who was there? I am not able to see on the screen.
Actually, I'm a guest to your meeting today, and I was just looking for some meeting happening today so that I could participate and learn, and I got yours. So, hi.
Introduce yourself and also please tell about this person for him how the steps are relevant and story a little bit as well.
I joined very late, so I don't know the steps. About me, I'm Kshama here, and this is joining the meeting from Rajasthan. Toastmasters has not been something very new for me.
Just as general.
Yeah, and as far as this Edison is concerned, yes, we all know we have electricity today and we are using bulbs. Later on came the tube lights, and this man was the inventor of all those, especially bulbs. And then we all think that the person does it himself, but actually he had a complete team with him working. And this is how he invented the bulb and everything was done. So I hope you all must have read in your GK book, so did I. So this is coming of use now. Anything that we read never goes waste. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shama. So yeah, he developed the electricity bulb. You developed so many instruments from phonograph to other instruments as well. But his discovery of bulb was something which was very important, and he said in a quote also that I failed 10,000 times. So he said like it is not like I failed 10,000 times. It is I know 10,000 ways which do not work. So every step he took was leading him closer towards his development, towards his invention. So it was never a waste, whichever step he took. He always got something out of that step or out of his experiment. So his story. Yes, sir. Please share. We have something from Toastmaster SC Verma, sir. Please.
Toastmaster Sudhanshu, thank you for giving me a minute's time to speak on this. Edison initially got the idea of light from fire. That was the only source of light at that time. Fire had heat and it also gave light. So he thought of something that will be heated and then it will give light. That was the first idea came to his mind. And he then found out about the wires which had more resistance, will develop light, but would not get so heated as to melt the wire itself. And then the problem came. How to maintain that light? Something had to be there to enclose that fire, which would give you light. And that came the idea of a bulb. Then how to fill the bulb with something that will keep the light going on without disturbing the bulb itself or the filament itself. That was the beginning of Edison's work. He failed many times, but ultimately succeeded. And that's what it comes to, that even a 1,000-mile journey begins with a step. You may fall down, you may get up again, you may fall again, but keep moving, keep watching, keep taking steps after steps. And believe me, you will reach your goal in common hours.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for sharing it. And yes, there is Japanese proverb also for that: fall 7 times and stand up 8 times.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah, it was there. So before evaluations are also a very important step that we don't implement it right now, but the next step that we are going to take is going to take a very important role. So before that, I would like to end you all with a famous lines of a song which I find very resonating, and I repeat it so many times to myself. So it was way back in 11th or 12th. I listened to this song. So it was like एतबार भी आ ही जाएगा मिलो तो सही रास्ता कोई मिल ही जाएगा चलो तो सही. So it's not melodical from my voice, but it was really soulful. So it is that when you start walking, you will definitely get away. And when you start meeting and when you have that conversations, you definitely have that adbar or that affection as well. So thank you everyone. And now I would like to call our beloved Toastmaster SC Verma sir for coming up.
Speaker.
First, I would like to call up
Toastmaster Jatin.
Toastmaster Jatin Kilnali for coming up with the evaluation of a speaker, Toastmaster Gaurav. Toastmaster Jatin.
Yeah, I'm here. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Thank you, Akansha. Thank you, and thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Shall I start?
I will just request the tech master to pin the speaker, please. In this case, Toastmaster Jatin.
Okay. So they say loyalty is rare, If you find it, keep it. And kept did our speaker of the day, Rita. Well, that's what he told through his wonderful, well-delivered speech that demonstrated his loyalty to his pursuit of improving his public speaking skills. And now it's my turn to be his loyal friend by helping him improve the speech further by giving a proper evaluation. The first technique that's well-known technique in Toastmasters of engaging the audience at the very beginning of your speech is by asking a question, which was employed well by Toastmaster Gaurav, and of asking a question that was relevant to what his speech subject is all about, telling us that it is about a pet and not any other kind of loyal friend. Once we get to know who the protagonist of the story was, the growth of that protagonist from being found as a broomstick to growing to be a good, well-groomed dog, and then how it failed, had a conflict and failed, and then bringing back the message. The speech had all the aspects of a proper storytelling that had kept me hooked throughout. Talking of delivery, since the speech is targeted more, this object of speech is more about body language, I'll sort of dwell more deeper on it, where it's had, while Toastmaster Gaurav had a thorough command over his language, the speech was well delivered, swift, almost throughout. It also has those aspects of body language that were employed. While his hands being utilized, ubiquitous and being utilized throughout, he also utilized the spatial utilization where Rita started on the left as a broomstick, where after opening the door with a bowl of milk, which was offered to it, and then grown as a ball of fur. While he also then moved on to say that, okay, how the other tougher dog looked at him, and then all these aspects really enacted and kept the story engaging. He also had employed, as I gave an example of broomstick, Hercules, and all the aspects which employed the beauties of language that I'm sure that Grammarian would talk about. In terms of the improvements, I would say, number one, let's start at the very beginning, wherein you did ask the question. Generally, because this being an online forum, you had the privilege of getting the response back, which you utilized well. Generally, it is kept rhetorical so as to not get you off track or make you wait a bit long. Also, while the speech did have the thorough flow, towards the end, you had to recollect your key message. And since, like I said, the loyalty is a strong commitment towards something that is demonstrated. The demonstration of that rebound after the failure when she walked backwards, that sort of missed out, that sort of got diluted with that recollection, and the message should have to come out stronger. In terms of using the power of pauses, in order to keep your light speech, which had hints of humor, make it more impactful, utilize the power and emphasize your body language where possible. For example, look how skinny it is. The skinny has to come out in it. Or Rita, Rita, Rita. The echo should really echo from your speech, where you utilize it twice, but it would have been enhanced further. The day of war, or she went backward. That backward has to really show that fear, that the failure that has to come out. Well, that being said, your story had wonderful aspects of all of storytelling and kept me hooked. You had a good message, which was delivered in a light-hearted way with hints of humor. If you could improve that humor and body language through power of pauses that emphasize your message and the body language itself, it will go on to be a wonderful speech. That being said, I look forward to it more and more. Over to Toastmaster of the Day or General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jatin. So now I'd like to call our general evaluator, Toastmaster S.C. Verma sir, for presenting the evaluation.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Now I'll call my tag team to come one by one and tell me how has been the speakers. Timer first. Is there anybody disqualified? Timer, you hear me?
The timer.
Toastmaster S.C. Verma, I am the timer now onwards. And yes, all our speaker and all table topic speakers are, yeah, they are qualified.
All
Thank you. Now the next one,
our counter.
our counter, Toastmaster, our counter.
I think it was.
Yeah, I am the counter also. Toastmaster Suraj.
Yes, I think our timer dropped off. You took 2 roles.
Yeah. I took the role.
Okay. Yes, please.
And for a counter role, I just let me share my screen so that I can show. The best thing about the counter role is that, not role, the uses of today's some crosswords is that it was not ubiquitous. And I was literally so happy to see some of the speakers not using crosswords at all. So this is a report I'm having right here. Especially initially, I didn't join the meeting for the first 20 to 25 minutes, but later on, I could notice that table Toastmaster of the day used a few more and arms in his speech, and he also repeated there is 2 times. Later on, I would say I couldn't find any or in the speaking of Toastmasters S.C. Verma. Later on, table topic master Toastmaster Kansha, she used 4 times, and she also repeated that was 2 times. And as an evaluator, Toastmaster Jatin, he used as I was just counting, but I couldn't just drop here the text here. So he used 2 times and 1 times. About our table topic speakers, yes, we had really a great one. Toastmaster Tajan, he used just for once, and Toastmaster Kushagra, he used so twice, and he used 5+ times. He repeated the also. And I was also the table topics speaker, but I couldn't inform anyone, but I used as I could notice in my speech, but I couldn't count down that how many times I have used. So this was the report for today's counter roll. Thanks a lot. Back to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suraj, for your ice-breaking role as our counter. Thank you so much. Done well. Now the next one comes the grammarian.
Toastmaster Kushagra.
Toastmaster
Kushag.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster H.C. Verma sir. H.C. Verma sir. First of all, it's an immense pleasure to present the topic of grammarian, and I would like to have a quick round of applause for wonderful use of English by everyone today. So I would like everyone to congratulate the wonderful uses. Regarding the areas of improvement, one of the areas is the mispronounced word. So we have somebody of you have used word when incorrectly, and in the grammatical inaccuracies, I have used some words like there was a one word that was mentioned more than the lot, so it should be quite a lot. Then one times, it should be one time. Somebody also used hurriedness. We could use in a better way, like when we are in a hurry. Then there was also use of words like so. It could have been one time. Though we have a very interesting words and phrases. One of the interesting phrases used by H.C. Verma sir was healthy body has a healthy mind while giving a table topic speaking topic. So that was also quite a good. There was also interesting phrase used by Toastmaster Sudhanshu who said that thin as a stick. So it's a good use of phrases, and also think on your feet. The Toastmaster Jatin also used the word ubiquitous once, and Toastmaster Akhansha also used the phrase that has been presented for the today. Overall, it was a quite good usage of the phrases. One thing that we could do better is finding the opportunity to use the words of the day by everyone. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster.
Kushagra. You can call him.
Thank you, Kushagra. I can call you Toastmaster Kushag. Thank you so much.
Daddy, you have a listener as well. Sorry.
Now,
Toastmaster Verma, please call the listener as well.
Nikhil.
Toastmaster.
Toastmaster Nikhil. You were the only listener, I believe. Others were not paying attention. Do we have the pleasure of your comments, please?
Sure, sir.
Master Nikhil.
Yeah, he's there.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. So now I would be shooting out some questions, and let's see who was the active listener and who was listening throughout this meeting. So anyone who feels like who knows the answer probably can unmute yourself and reply. So the first question is the concept of, as per Toastmaster Sudhanshu, Timod, Toastmaster of the day, the concept of icebreaker came out of which object?
Oh, it,
Toastmaster. Sorry.
okay, you can call me Kshama. Is it somebody else who's answering, or can I just give you the
Yes,
answer?
please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Oh, it came from ice, the breaking of the ice.
Okay. And is there anyone else who would like to have a
With
go at this?
It was
Toastmaster Jatin?
Kushagra already answered. It's the ship, name of the ship.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Kushag. So yes, it was a ship. Second, Toastmaster, what are Toastmaster Gaurav's educational qualifications?
Gaurav, we share the prize if you give me the answer.
I can tell that, but it won't, since I was the one speaking.
Yeah, Toastmaster Jatin, you were the one who introduced him. But in case no one is able to answer it, I'll come back to you. So is there anyone who knows the answer?
I definitely remember he's into technology, but he's an electrical engineer or
Chemical engineers.
but that's where I'm confused.
Okay, okay. So Toastmaster
Chemical
Jatin.
engineer, if I remember rightly.
Sorry, sir.
He said chemical engineer. If
No,
I
sir, sorry, sir. That's not the right answer. Toastmaster Jatin.
He's a mechanical engineer, which is sort of shame. I'm sort of, since being a mechanical engineer, I'm now ashamed that I couldn't spell it out enough or pronounce it clearly enough for people to remember that. But he also did his postgraduate in tool engineering, and I think he's employed as a design engineer.
Right.
My
Thank you,
God,
Toastmaster Jatin.
that's so much of scrutiny of his biodata. Oh my God. Resume actually.
Okay, so the next question is, what pet did Toastmaster Akansha had as a friend?
Can I answer?
Yes, yes, of course.
Rabbits. I think 2 rabbits.
Rabbits, right. That's right. What is the pathway Toastmaster Gaurav is pursuing?
Presentation mastery.
That's correct, Toastmaster Suraj. Then, so I guess this is an easy one. What was the name of the dog of Toastmaster Gaurav's dog?
Rita.
Come on, at least this should be the
Rita.
answer that everyone knows.
It's Rita.
I think we can say it in chorus.
Yeah, exactly. I was expecting that actually. It was first Akansha. Okay, moving ahead. What was the color of the dog that chased Toastmaster Gaurav? Now this will test your listening skills.
Color.
Color of the dog that chased Toastmaster Gaurav. See?
Gray, black. General colors.
Okay,
Brown.
let's ask Toastmaster Gaurav to come to the rescue. Toastmaster Gaurav.
It was white.
Right.
White.
Thank you.
Oh, Toastmaster Maya was right. She was saying white, but it was not audible here.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry, Toastmaster Maya. I couldn't hear you. I'll give you the point anyway. Then, okay, in Toastmaster Gaurav's speech, what did the shortest guy do when they were running away from the dogs? What did the shortest guy do?
Rolled under the car.
Right, Toastmaster Kansha. Then, so Toastmaster, our team of the Toastmaster of the day came up with a presentation, and it's not actually about listening; it's actually about how much attention you were paying. So, how many cycles were present on one of the slides?
All the slides or just one?
There was only one slide cycles.
It was shown twice.
No, how many cycles were there? Yeah, 2. Right. Then how much time does a bamboo tree take before growing rapidly?
Bamboo tree take before growing, the one which he showed on the slide. 5 years?
That's right.
Okay.
What sound did Toastmaster Maya framed her speech around, her table topic speech?
Guru.
That's right, Toastmaster Verma. What animal did Toastmaster Tara Chand chose to talk?
Elephant and a monkey. He chose two.
That's right. Okay, then what sports did Toastmaster Nihal used to play in his childhood? So kabaddi, he mentioned kabaddi.
Okay.
Then what number? Okay, let's just leave it. So okay, so this is like fill in the blank. One of the topics was you wake up one day and everyone speaks into dash. So obviously Toastmaster Akansha cannot answer this. Right. Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Verma. Then next is how does Toastmaster Gaurav recharge himself?
Going to a gym.
That's correct. Then next is what parts does laughter relaxes as per Toastmaster Verma's speech? What body parts does a laughter relaxes?
Heart and mind?
Almost there. So mind, body, mind, heart, and face. Right. So then just a couple of more. Okay, this one is interesting. Why Toastmaster Kushag find it sometimes find it difficult to understand his wife?
Because of puns.
Right. Then how did actually I'm myself finding my handwriting pretty difficult to read. So please bear with me. Which song did Toastmaster Sudhanshu sang before he closed the last segment?
कुछ रास्ता मिल जाएगा
Which song did
सुबह
Toastmaster Sudhanshu sang?
Etbar.
एतबार तो कर
It began with Etbar.
and मंजिल मिल जाएगी तू चल
Correct.
तो सही something or तो
That's right.
रास्ता
Sama
मिल
is absolutely
एतबार करो तो सही
एतबार भी आ ही जाएगा, मिलो तो सही।
हाँ एतबार भी आ ही जाए
बीत जाएगा, चलो तो सही।
Okay, so what did Harlan Sanders used to sell to restaurants? What did Colonel Harlan Sanders, the owner of KFC, used to sell to restaurants?
the recipe.
That's right. I was expecting someone would say the fried chickens, but anyway.
I was about to say that. Got saved.
Okay, so that's all from my side. Over to you, General Evaluator. And just to, if I have to point out one person who answered most of the answers, who gave most of the answers, I would say probably Toastmaster Verma himself, Toastmaster Kansha. And I'm still not able to remember your name, whoever is there by the initials KB.
Shama, that's guess Shama.
Guess Chama, yeah, right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, grammarian, and thank
No,
you.
active
Oh,
listener.
sorry, thank you, active listener. You have listened to us rather too actively. So we are thankful to you for the fine way you have described what you were listening all the time. You see, listening is not merely hearing. It is listening, is hearing with full attention to what is being said. And it is to be imbibed also in the mind so that it can be reproduced as and when needed. So you have done your job very well, Mr. Listener. Thank you very much. With this, all the speakers have qualified, timer says. They have done well, no doubts. Some of the topics were rather difficult. The speaker, first speaker, he spoke so well that I was engrossed with what he was speaking. But then ultimately it came out that some of the words that he spoke, I won't come to the actual words, but some of the words that he spoke were so muffled that they couldn't be transmitted to the listeners easily. So first suggestion is that be a little loud and a little clear about your politics. All the speakers have done well. We have a lot of things to carry away, take away home from today's speakers. It's fine fun. Especially our listener has been a great listener. Grammarian is great. So we have all the fun of being a Toastmaster. And today's meeting, I congratulate all of you, listeners, Toastmasters, guests, and everybody to come forward and have more and more fun. Join Toastmasters Club, improve your talents, and as well as have brain teasers to take away from this place. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah,
Fine done.
Yeah, pass it on to the Toastmaster.
Over to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sudhanshu.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. So it was really pleasant listening to all those feedbacks. I hope when we take the next step, we really implement those steps and improvise ourselves. So the steps that were discussed, hope we take it one step at a time. So the next step that I will be taking is to hand it over. I believe we have to also share the voting link. Has to be shared. I believe it is shared by Techmaster.
Do we still have Toastmaster?
Or Toastmaster Shobit sir, if he's there. Yeah, so I would like to hand over to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Shobit Singhal, for the further proceedings.
Great. Yeah, thank you so much,
Before you
Toastmasters
go for
today.
meeting, I forgot to say one thing. Toastmaster Fazal couldn't make it for some special reason to him. I'm sorry that he couldn't come. Our meeting was delayed by 15 minutes. For that reason, we waited for him, but must have been something very important that prevented him from coming. Otherwise, very regular and comes punctually on time. So I'll convey my say feelings to him that we missed him a lot in today's meeting. With that, that's all I have to say.
Thank you, Toastmaster Verma. I think that's the sort of camaraderie that we sort of all share as Toastmasters, and we are very, very proud of that. See, I could see the tech master here, but there have been no voting links posted. Toastmaster Jatin, would you be guiding us on that, or how do we do this usually in TMCL?
Unfortunately, I do not have access to edit the polls. So unless
Okay.
Techmaster is able to edit the polls.
Shobit, sorry to interrupt. Just give me a minute. I have shared the details. I'm preparing the polls myself.
Okay, it is about to come up in that
Yeah,
case.
I have just received the details. I'll prepare it.
Good. Okay, so till time we wait for the polls to come up, let me take this opportunity to mention one more aspect that we sort of I had sort of missed mentioning in the early part of the meeting was the fact that in the recently conducted division contests, we were fortunate and we really heartily congratulate Toastmaster Nikhil for securing the first position. And till the time we are sort of waiting for the polls to come up, let me take this opportunity to ask Toastmaster Nikhil, how was the preparation period like and how did it feel on the D-Day and thereafter? So if you could just walk us quickly through that journey of yours at the division level, we'd like to hear about it. Thank you.
Firstly, thank you so much, Toastmaster Shobit, and thank you so much, everyone, for the applause. And talking about my preparations, I was simultaneously participating in the online speech contest while I was participating in the international ISC. So my speech was the same. So it isn't like I had to put in any extra efforts. But yes, when I started, I never really expected that I would be able to reach the district level. So it was more like, focusing on one step at a time, be it the club level, then the area level, then the division level. It just came, and I took it up as and when it came. So when you do not have a lot of expectations, when you are not thinking too far ahead, things become very easy, and that is what happened. So also, I mean, you're talking about preparations, I would like to thank my mentor. She's not here currently, Toastmaster Smita. We had some long, very very long sessions, some sessions that went on for 3-4 hours till midnight. So those sessions, so she was always there to help me, and she had a lot of inputs. Other than her, there were a lot of inputs from Toastmaster Manvi, from Toastmaster Jatin, and so these people, and the support that president of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow, Toastmaster Chita, she's not here. She also supported me through and through. So these were some people who actually supported me a lot, and as a result, I have been able to achieve what I have. And talking about the results, I mean, when the results for the division ISC were about to be announced, I was the first speaker that came up on the stage, Toastmaster Survi. The manner she started a speech, I was like, oh, ठीक है, हो गया, मेरा तो हो गया. And then that was my reaction ki was but then I don't know how things panned out, and I'm really glad that I managed to not just participate but win. And when you have such seasoned Toastmasters, you are competing with such seasoned Toastmasters, it's always a pleasure, that you get to learn a lot. You get, even when you have won, that it gives more than happiness. It gives me a lot of uh, pride, or I can say a lot of confidence in my abilities, that I had that opportunity to share the stage with those great speakers. And going into the district levels, there are again some great big names that I'm going to share the stage with. So that is something I'm really happy about, and that is the biggest takeaway I would have from this journey of mine.
Perfect, great. We wish you all the best for the journey ahead. Yes, somebody else wanted to
I'm sorry,
say something?
Nikhil, sorry, interrupting right now, but I think the best table topic speakers, there was nobody by Toastmaster Aman name.
Toastmaster Aman
There was nobody by Toastmaster Aman. So we had Toastmaster Maya, Toastmaster Kumar, Toastmaster Nihal, Toastmaster Kushagra, Toastmaster Gaurav, Toastmaster
Yes.
Toastmaster Suraj.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. I think it's a mistake. I'll just relaunch the polls.
Yeah. And we have 2 devices between 4 people. So probably because we are getting it on the device itself, it'll be just 2 votes.
I have logged in.
Oh, you have logged in, so we'll have 3.
So let's go ahead with the voting now.
Did we just cut?
Which one do you like? Did you listen to anyone?
Yes, I just was listening to my friend this
Okay.
and just tap his name. What happens if we just type his name? Suraj?
I can't.
Suraj?
Yes.
Oh,
So
I know
tell
that.
it to Toastmaster Suraj.
I just
Tell the Toastmaster Suraj.
hello.
Toastmaster Suraj.
I just seen you in a video.
Hello.
Whom are you speaking to? Whom are you speaking to?
This
What is his name?
PM Suraj.
May I know your name?
I would like to request everyone to please cast your votes, because we haven't received the votes yet. We have received only 5 votes.
Toastmaster Nikhil, are we missing anyone's name in table topic speakers list?
The list that I had received is Toastmaster Maya is there, Toastmaster Kumar, Toastmaster Nihal, Toastmaster Kushak, Toastmaster Suresh Sir, Toastmaster Suraj.
Gaurav, Toastmaster Gaurav.
Toastmaster Gaurav. Just okay, so Toastmaster Gaurav's name is missing.
And Toastmaster S. Verma sir also participated. If
Sorry?
I'm not wrong.
Yes, sir, I have included his name.
Yeah.
What you say, Suresh is my name. That is S.C. Verma.
Extremely sorry. Okay.
Requesting everyone to vote for the best auxiliary role player as well.
So, is Toastmaster Shobit still there?
Yeah.
So Toastmaster Shobit, while we are going ahead and doing the voting, we have guest Shama and she has been quite active. So if you want to, and now she has put her name, so good in English and Hindi, so we can hear about her experience.
Never mind.
Sure. So yeah, so I will utilize that. Let's utilize this time to sort of have some experiences shared across. So yeah, I can see Toastmaster Shama is there. Over to you, Toastmaster Shama, if we can have a few words of feedback or if you could share your experience with us.
Yeah, thank you first of all for having me here. And this was an amazing meeting. Just loved the flow of the meeting. Is very nice, very natural. Yet so much to learn. Especially the active listener. I think it was Toastmaster Nikhil, if I'm not wrong, right? That was his name, na? Toastmaster Nikhil, right?
Yeah,
I know.
Toastmaster Shama. That was
Yeah, Nikhil, I learned one thing from your not from the speech, but from the general conduct that you were conducting of the meeting, was that you said that you were overwhelmed. You were not overwhelmed while the competition was there, and you took one step at a time. You did not think far off. And I think this is so important क्योंकि आधा procrastination तो इसीलिए होता है कि लगता है कितना पहाड़ काम है, कौन करेगा, कैसे होगा. And I think that's a good learning that was reinforced again into me. And thank you so much. The meeting, the flow, the conduction, everything was so natural, so beautiful. Only one thing I would like to say, because sometimes in the process of speaking हम भूल जाते हैं कि originally हम क्या करना चाहते थे. जैसे for example, here, like when it was pointed out that people have used good English, of course, it's amazing that everybody has a good level of that. But Toastmasters is basically about communication. चाहे आप कोई भी भाषा में करें, how you communicate, how you put yourself across. I think that should be the major source. Or बाकी तो meeting was fantabulous. Just loved it thoroughly. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Toastmaster Shama. I think, yes, more than the language, I am very sorry for my little one. He's been creating a bit of nuisance. His mother is keeping a bit busy, so I have to sort of juggle between the two of us. Is it okay if I can request Toastmaster Jatin to take this, process forward from here to just fill in for me and close the meeting from here, if that's okay? Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jatin. I hope you understand my situation here. Over to you, Toastmaster Jatin.
If you're filling in for our area director, we definitely have to fill in for you.
Yeah, I guess she's keeping a bit too busy because of the marriage and the family. Tomorrow the ceremonies are beginning, so that's all. I have to babysit, and she's getting all the fun to go out and shop and get ready from tomorrow onwards. So yeah, that's why. Great, thank you so much, guys. I'll take a leave. Thank you very much.
Take care. Okay, before I had one personal agenda in mind before I actually wanted to request Shobit to address that. But since now I have the floor, I would like to take the opportunity to do that before we announce the results. Toastmaster, I'm not sure if she's joined back, but definitely been a Toastmaster, Chama. I just wanted to clarify the pronunciation of her name, since it's a good name, but it's also unique in the sense that we don't have the letter ch, Kshatriya wala ch we learned in Hindi back in school. And it's now with English, everybody pronounces that Shama, while I think it should be Chama. So I wanted to clarify it with her and hear it from the horse's mouth as how it's pronounced, and hopefully we can use that as a avenue to pronounce it correctly.
Oh, it's pronounced as Kshama. Ksha. Ksha. KNS is Ksha. Kshama.
Yeah, the one with Kshatriya, right?
Ksha.
Kshatriya.
Kshatriya.
Wala
Kshatriya
Shama.
wala.
With Shama.
Well, thanks to Ramayana that these people know these words. नहीं तो मेरा नाम तो गया था obsolete.
वरना तो कोई sorry to switch to
बोल ही
Hindi.
नहीं सकता ना.
If it was not that Ramayana, only people would have, we all are Bollywood generation, so all we would have remembered the Shama and the Parvana. So
I faced all that. I am also Bollywood generation. मैं अभी उतनी पुरानी नहीं हूँ. मत भेजो मुझे वहाँ.
And being a RJ, if I'm not wrong, I think you get more of that rather than rather than the Ramayana vibe. But
RJ, I was into RJing for 8 long years, but then the fields have shifted, so RJ पीछे छूट गया. I do miss it completely. That's all. But हाँ, I do get those.
I want to say, if you are Shama, your name is to be spelt with S. But if you are Chama, your name is to be spelt with K, KSH. Then it will be called Chama. Otherwise, it will be Shama. So that is.
So my spelling is KSHAMA. Kshama.
Shama.
Kshama. Ah, you got it right. And I think Akanksha was the only one who could pronounce it in the initial also when she said that now she's put her name across before that. So she was the only one who had the right diction. Kudos.
Oh, thank you. I thought I mispronounced and I was very quiet because of that.
No, you did a perfect job.
all right. Now that being taken care of, back to the meeting, back to the agenda at hand, which is of announcing the winners. But before we announce the winners, does anybody, I don't think we have any guests here, so everybody is part of a Toastmaster other than Chama. Or Satish just joined, but since he's not been part of the meeting, Kushagra, being your first meeting, any thoughts on how did it go? Or first meeting as a Toast member of TMCL?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jatin. So I found it quite structured. So I was, since I was first time joining as one of the member who is also contributing in the meeting, facilitating the meeting. So I think the structure that have been, let's say, facilitated by Toastmaster Nikhil to me, I find it quite structured. And I believe that every role has also some structure and meaning behind it. And this is what I like about Toastmasters. To understand more on the structure and way of, let's say, pacifying all our fears of public speaking. So I liked a lot the experience. I said we have been very diversified. I think Toastmaster Lucknow is one of the group where we have the not only the group in 20s, but also, let's say, we are from all walks of life. So this is something which I also admire, because we learned the experience. And I'm very much actively looking for the responsibilities that I would get during my journey with you guys, the experienced ones, already taking part in many meetings.
Thank you, Kushagra. Thank you for those wonderful words. And I believe everybody would sort of resonate with your words. And then we at TMCL are also looking for your growth and contributions to the club and to your own skills as well. That being said, I would also like to call upon Gaurav. Gabby's is a wonderful club in itself, but how did I believe this is the first time that you have attended our meeting, and how did it go for you?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for having me here. I mean, it was my first time here, and being given the opportunity to give my speech here was amazing. And yeah, got great input from you, uh, Jatin, and Verma sir as well. So those were really good inputs, which I'll probably implement in my next speech. And overall, the meeting was amazing. It went in a really good flow, and there's so much I can learn from here as well. And also, the topics which were given for table topics were amazing. It made you kind of think here and there to speak out. So overall, it was a great, amazing meeting.
Thank you. Yeah, we look forward to having you here more and more, along with, I believe it was your mentor who suggested that you should come here. I don't know, Archita was approached by somebody else.
Yeah, one of our the president.
Okay, cool.
The president.
All right, now it's time for without any further ado, it's time for the awards to be announced. And the first one is the best table topic speaker, the outstanding performances of the day. The winners, the certificates are ready. Thank you, Nikhil, for sharing those. Any guesses on the first category, which is the best table topic speaker? I believe Prayagraj people had to turn off their video for some reason, but if you guys are there, we can, Suresh sir, Akansha, my ma'am, yeah, and Sudhanshu. Okay, cool. Any guesses for the table topics, best table topic speaker?
Toastmaster Kushagra.
Okay. Kushagra, what do you say about that? Or what are your thoughts?
So I didn't get it. So is it okay? So who is the winner of the Toastmaster topic?
The best table topic speaker for today is Toastmaster Suresh. S.C. Verma sir, congratulations. If you
Well,
could have.
Toastmaster Jatin, just to let you know, this is offline club going online. So our youngest members are still getting acquainted to online. They are not very well acquainted yet. So yeah, that's great.
Cool. I'll just take a quick screenshot with you so as to share. Yep. Thank you. Next category is the best auxiliary role play, which was amongst, I think the choices were Timer, I think was done both by Toastmaster Archita and Suraj. Then we had our counter as Toastmaster Suraj. Grammarian was Toastmaster Kushagra, and active listener Toastmaster Nikhil. Any guesses there?
I guess Nikhil.
Well, your guess is as good as mine. It is the best auxiliary role player is the one who was actively listening. Congratulations, Nikhil, for. If you can show your certificate, we can take a quick pic with your certificate next to it. Cool. Thank you. The next category is best main role player, which we at TMCL call the best Lionheart role play, because we call the tackle team as the Eagle Eye role players. So, and I think the competition was between T-Mod Sudhanshu, our table topics master Akansha, and general evaluator S.C. Verma sir. Any guesses there? Well, seems like it's pretty after this, the energy has totally gone down and pretty calm and like, okay, let it end. So the ending is
tea time, Toastmaster Jatin. I think everybody is getting diverted toward the kitchens or the tea.
cool. So I will go grab my breakfast, because now the time for the winner for the day is the ones who have shown how to leap forward. Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sudhanshu. And obviously, we do have, since there only was single speaker and evaluator, it's customary to award the best speaker of the day is Toastmaster Gaurav, and the best evaluator is yours truly. Thank you. We could have a quick pic with Sudhanshu next to the certificate. Only it will say my ma'am's name, but that should be okay. And Gaurav next to his certificate. Where is Gaurav? Are there any announcements that
And
anybody would like
since we had only one evaluator today, so Toastmaster Jatin, you have your certificate here.
Thank you. But first, if you could show Gaurav's certificate, I could take a quick pic.
Oh, I thought you had already taken it. Here it is.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Gaurav. Any announcements by anybody, or we?
Nothing from this room. No, thank you.
Thank you. So this concludes our today's meeting, which I believe, or let me double check because I forget numbers. That it is, from as far as I know, this is the third joint meeting, twice in succession, because once.
Third or second? I think it's the second meeting in joint meeting.
Yeah, second, the third, the first one ever happened when last year.
Oh,
it
last
was when I was the president. That's when we did the joint meetings. I'm counting that, and I'm saying this is the second one in succession. But so that is always wonderful to have collaborations like these, especially amongst people who we like. And as Toastmasters, we like each and every one, and that's why at Toastmasters Club of Lucknow, we say we are your friendly neighborhood Toastmasters, and we look forward to seeing you at our next meeting, which hopefully again would be a joint one. So meeting number 192nd for TMCL and 86 for Prayagraj Toastmasters Club. With this, I conclude today's meeting. The room would be open for networking after for a few minutes after recording is stopped. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
See you in the next meeting.